Before Britney Spears became the princess of pop, before the fame, before the chaos, and long before the world followed every step of her life. There was a moment, one song, that almost changed her destiny forever. And if that moment had gone differently, the Britney we know today might not exist. Stay with me, because the most shocking part comes at the end. Everyone knows Baby One More Time. But what most people don't know is that Britney originally didn't think she was ready to sing it. She was only 16, and the producers wanted something powerful enough to launch a brand new star. The song was actually offered to other groups first, and they turned it down. When Britney recorded the demo, she put everything she had into it. Even the iconic "Oh Baby, Baby" was something she improvised in the studio. That tiny creative choice became one of the most recognizable hooks in pop history. But here's the twist. This song carried a hidden meaning that connected directly to her childhood, something she didn't talk about publicly for years. We'll get to that in a second. In the early 2000s, the world saw Britney as unstoppable, successful, glamorous, adored. And then she released Lucky, a song about a girl who has everything, but cries when the cameras are off. At the time, people thought it was just a catchy pop song. But behind the scenes, Britney was already feeling the pressure. Fame wasn't as perfect as it looked. She once said she felt like she was performing a version of herself instead of being herself. Looking back now, Lucky feels almost like a warning. A message from a young girl who saw the future coming but couldn't escape it. But this theme gets even deeper with another of her emotional songs. When Britney released Everytime, fans immediately sensed it was different. Soft, vulnerable, heartbreaking. This wasn't the confident pop star the world was used to. This was Britney letting the world into her pain. What many people don't know is that the song was inspired by a deeply emotional period of her life, involving a very public breakup. Britney later hinted that writing Everytime felt like therapy, like she was finally saying things she couldn't say out loud. But here's where it gets even more surprising. There was one line in the song that almost didn't make it. A line so personal that Britney originally asked if they could remove it. They didn't. And that line ended up being the emotional core of the entire song. Everything changed with Piece of Me. This was Britney's message to the world, to the paparazzi, the headlines, the rumors. She didn't hide behind metaphors. She didn't soften the edges. She said exactly what she felt. The production team later revealed that Britney recorded the vocals in a single take. She stepped into the booth, closed her eyes, and delivered the most intense performance of her career. This wasn't just a song. It was Britney taking back control. And it became an anthem for anyone who ever felt misunderstood or judged. But all of this leads to one final moment. The moment that connects her earliest music with who she is today. Remember that song we talked about in the beginning? The one that almost changed her destiny. Right after recording Baby One More Time, Britney said she felt something, a spark, like she knew her life would never be the same. Years later, after everything she went through, she listened back to that original demo and said it felt like hearing a conversation with her younger self. A girl who wanted to sing, who wanted to express herself, and who never imagined how much the world would demand from her. And that girl, that voice, still lives in every one of Britney Spears' songs. The pain, the strength, the freedom. It's all part of the story the world is still learning to understand. Thanks for watching.